any challenges you find in terms of implementation Apprenticeship Act, anything which actually push back you not to hire apprentices, maybe the compliance part, maybe the ease of doing apprenticeship, anything you want to put it here?
Not really. In fact, uh, I think the law that way is fairly enabling, and it actually helps organizations hire apprentices. Obviously, there are some bit of compliances, etc., that need to be furnished from time to time, but I think that's all right. I think that's fine. The only thing that, and it's nothing to do with the law or anything. I think it just as business, as industry, I think we need to see how we can make stronger connects with institutes, ITI, diploma, etc., etc.
I would agree that the Apprentice Act has progressed in the right direction. Of course, I mean, a lot of credit and kudos goes to y'all also, who have been these mediators who've brought in ease the compliance mechanism. But I still feel if it can be made a little easier, it could be more self-directed or driven compliances that where the person does it. And there is a one, I mean, I agree also, absolutely. I'm not going to say what Aashay said is spot on. That's something which is there on my mind also in terms of what he had mentioned of the right talent at the right time. But also to facilitate, that's an opportunity that comes to mind is actually also that, if there can be some readily available government databases that's accessible. And when I say that, I don't only mean, I mean more at a, let's say, a national level, which also covers, because the fact is that sometimes as organizations, our focuses are on very, very traditional or familiar sourcing mechanisms or pools, but with I think one of the biggest strengths that we have today is also the employment, the kind of numbers that exist. The only thing is that as industry, you don't get a sense of employability, how employable is the candidate. So if the government can do something in terms of, let's say the person is interested in that vocation and that it's a tried and tested method in other countries. And of course, I think Dhriti, you also mentioned this, that in terms of percentages, where we are vis-a-vis, let's say China or many of the other nations, we have a very small percentage of apprentices, and that's possibly because there needs to be more work done on a little bit of pre-certification, or can I get some sort of a feeler? I'm just putting it very simply that, if I am to, let's say there is this candidate who I would like to take as an apprentice, is there some pre-screening, some sort of a background, some sort of database, some sort of a, that is available to me very readily for me to choose from, so I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it needs to become more accessible. It needs to be more on an open platform.
So are you referring to the what you call it, hire, train and deploy kind of a model where they get trained for a couple of weeks and they get on board an apprentice? This is what you are.
Correct. No, so that could be one. That is definitely one approach. The other approach is just to say that, how do I know? Suppose there is a certain region, and if I want to really say, in this particular region there is talent, how much of this talent may be interested in this particular vocation, how do I know? Is there a centrally database network that I can go and sort of download it and get access to? So that's something which I think is.
Ajit, don't you think that has a correlation with the counseling of the students also, right? When they come for their career counseling, I think most of people are not, the way they should be counseling should happen is not happening, right? Where they are all talking about going to university, doing the regular degree or diploma programs, right? Thank you so much, Ajit. Thank you so much, Aashay. Take care.